2024.
Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2- and 3-bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard East in Jackson, we specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
For nearly 2 decades, April Dunning has called Medina home, working as both a substitute teacher and special education assistant. While volunteering to make the community stronger, she has addressed the stray dog dilemma, improved city ordinances, and supported local events like the fireworks and Christmas parade. Now, she's ready to serve as city alderman. On Election Day, vote for April Dunning, a leader with heart and dedication. Paid for by friends of April Dunning.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with the hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
And we are back here after go ahead and tell you a little internet problem I had to get to where, and we're going to have more than 3 minutes, I think, left in halftime here. We record the band programs. They'll be archived separately on Worthy Road YouTube's page. And remember that this is a copyright broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of it without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited and, according to the FCC, illegal. And as somebody said, word. And no, we don't have the staff. Like I said, we're kind of wrestling with the internet there for a little while. We'll have second half action for you after the fine South Gibson band. I'll try to give you a few stats. We won't be able to post them tonight. And it looks like right now South Gibson out rushing Lexington unofficially now, 158 yards to 53 on the ground. Lexington has thrown 7 passes. They're 4 for 7 for approximately 5 yards. And we're not sure, possibly we have a incompletion, and the officials, and we may have gotten the clock stopped, so we may be 0 for 1 passing. We did not attempt another pass till it came time. A lot of confusion. First they put up 14. Then they had 7.3. The clock probably should have been down, truthfully known, and I do not know if there were clock problems, what it is, but conferences and kept changing their minds. And like I said, it wasn't well handled. The officials probably think they did a good job, and they may have. They may be perfect on it, but it didn't look good. And like I said, it's very interesting. I'm trying to bite my tongue a little bit. I have officiated before, but it is 7-0. The Hornets leading the Tigers, and not a whole lot of stats, not a whole lot of penalties. A white knuckler, slobber knocker, a lot of tight formation, single wing type. Some people want to say wildcat with modern vernacular, but really on the case of South Gibson, more single wing, tight formations, but they still ran the spread and tried to throw the football some. Lexington did. South Gibson missed 2 field goals, and the only scoring that was in the contest was in the first quarter at the 5-minute and 13 mark, as Austin took one to the house, and the extra point was good, and it was 7-0. Lexington threatened, and the Hornets had a great goal line stand because it was 1st and goal from the 5. And adjustments will be made. Which team executes the adjustments the best from their coaches? Keeps the turnovers down. Don't miss a block here and there. You're always going to miss a few blocks, though. But whoever blocks just a little better and tackles a little better will come out the winner in this contest. A lot of time to go in it. Still 24 minutes, 2 quarters worth, as you see the South Gibson band out there. And we are recording both bands, and again, they will be archived. Worthy Road Studios, of course, got Union Soccer also going at the same time, as we can do a multiplicity of things. TCA, yes, and Chris reminded, lane football tomorrow. At 2 o'clock, it'll be live on the Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. Replay later on the Worthy Road Studios play. And then JEA will have about 5 replays spread out all over the week. Right now, they're still showing the Lane game from last week. I believe even tomorrow there's a Tuskegee and Lane replay. It's Lane's homecoming tomorrow. Don't think we've got anything from Bethel tomorrow. Of course, TCA also playing tonight. And the Red Zone will be cutting back and forth between these 2 games, and then they'll get our good friend Steve Bowers and JEA, who works with us with the Lane broadcast, will be shooting their game, and Steve Bowers calling play-by-play along with Milt Canavan. Thomas Van Grease in charge of their production. Christopher Reason's one of the great producers of all times right here doing this game. And this is a great performance, and I feel like they're sure to win some band contests, but marching competitions are tough. You can have a great band like we do, and the Lexington band is good too, and not win as many as you want to win. But these kids work hard. They practice just like football, basketball, baseball. Tell you what else we need to talk about is our soccer team. Now, I don't know what's happened, but on my phone, it's got me interviewing Coach Johnson. I hope that's not what is coming up. And we are working. The internet has popped off about 3 times. And we will tell you what, let's take a time out, and we'll make some adjustments and see what is up. Hornets lead 7-0 at halftime over Lexington.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Hello, Medina friends and family. I'm Sammy Gilley, and I am your candidate for mayor of Medina. I am a conservative Christian with a proven track record as a leader. I've worked in public service in West Tennessee and Medina for 20 years. In those 20 years, I have gained the knowledge and relationships needed to be the leader a growing city like Medina needs. Through a community-oriented leadership model, I plan to bring the best out of Medina by showcasing community events that are family-friendly and promote local businesses. I have a proven record as an effective leader in public safety and will make sure Medina stays the best and safest city to live in West Tennessee. I humbly ask for your vote this November. For more information or to contact me, visit my Facebook page, Sammy Gilley for Medina Mayor 2024.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social. Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2- and 3-bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
We are back picking up, but we'll remind you the fine South Gibson County Hornet Marching Band and the Lexington Tiger Marching Band, both their performances will be archived on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. And tomorrow, a big day here at South Gibson, and trying to get everything back where it needs to be. Had a little internet problem tonight, but we've dealt with it. Christopher Reasons has done a great job and worked on it very hard. Now let's see if we can tell you about, and I don't think we can, but the soccer team plays tomorrow in a sectional game. Used to be called sub-state games. Soccer team here is really outstanding. They're well coached. They play, I believe, that Audrey Colvin has set a new school record, and we'll try to see what we can do to find out about that and make sure of it. My notes, because of the internet, I can't pull some of them up. And the band is leaving the field, and I know what I can do. So we're scrambling. Coach Joe's trying to scramble. Christopher has done a good job trying to help you out with some things. And I'm going to have to go back a little bit to see if I can get an accurate set of notes here. And because it didn't transfer, we'll see what we can get going a different way. And again, I appreciate your patience. The Lady Hornet soccer team will be hosting the state sectional match tomorrow, and that game is set for 11 o'clock. It'll be against Munford High School. High school is a lot bigger than we are, but that's okay. Both teams out warming up. Ticket prices will be $8 on GoFan, $10 at the gate cash. Come out and support the Lady Hornets, and we would appreciate it. And again, congratulations to them. They defeated Crockett County 6-1. Great team. And if I can find out and get the exact stats, but I believe that Audrey Cobbin has set a new scoring, and we'll see if we can get something. There's a great app that South Gibson has. Lexington will be at home the last 2 weeks of the season. They have Chester County coming next Friday night, and then they play their last game on the 31st, much like we are playing on the 31st down at Southside that night. We've got the Northside Indians and the reservation coming to the Hornets' Nest, and that ought to be a really fun time. And that will not get what we need right there. We need the girls' soccer varsity because we want to check on a couple of things. That game with Crockett was very hard fought. Of course, we won one earlier in soccer in the week against Fayette. Ware 14-0, 13 goals in the first half. And again, hosting Munford at 11 tomorrow. And let's see if we can get something on the news. If you don't have the South Gibson County Hornet app, you need to get it. It's really a great app. And you can get a lot of news and things on there, read about our great soccer team. Of course, we've had young people compete and do well in golf. Volleyball team had a great season. We've got cross country. We've got all kinds of great stuff going on here at South Gibson High School. And let's see if I can get something on the Hornet Sports Network. We even have a Hornet Sports Network, and they're even carrying the Worthy Road Studios feed. And let's see. I would love to give you the whole story on that. Folks, turn out tomorrow. You want to be here for that game. Give the Lady Hornet soccer team all the support. And congratulations to Jack Bradbury, as he is going to, or has signed, a scholarship. And he's going to continue playing baseball. And we've got a lot of that. Of course, Gabe Lovern is committed to Tulane right now. Of course, signing day not here yet. And Aubrey Cobbin, well, it doesn't say. It's still having a little internet problem. Ethan Ellis, the great coach, and we're just about ready for football. Time runs down. Now, South Gibson will get the football. Referee's still trying to explain some things, and it's not that they did anything bad. They just didn't do a good job of communicating out, and they may be 100% correct. They could also be wrong, too. You never know. You never know about that because, again, there wasn't much explanation. And a very interesting situation is all I can say. And we'll deal with that a little later. We're trying to get our feedback for some. Hopefully all of you got it. And Chris, I believe everybody's in good shape now. So glad to have you hold on. And sometimes you can't help the internet. The internet gets a little wild sometimes. And let's see. I'm going to go back and see if I can watch it on the South Gibson High School Facebook feed, and you can get some others. We'll try to see. Usually Sebastian Brady back deep for us, and we'll try to adjust our scorebook a little bit. Lexington to kick off. Carrington to kick off, wears number 40, 2 men deep at about the 10, maybe the 9. And we're ready to play football. 7-0, 12 minutes on the clock. Foot into it. It'll go back to about the 5. It's brought out, running hard, changing directions across the 30, the 35, and out to about the 38. A nice return there. Thought it might go even further than that. Dre Scott, great job. Let's watch the replay. And don't forget about our other sponsors, Blacksmith, King Jewelers, Fitscapes, Jones Chevrolet, and Chuck Hutton Replay. Watch Dre Scott motor. Good job by Cameron Hicks. He's been effective as a senior defensive back, also covers kicks. Let's see how the Hornets come out. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line. They're going to shift, and now they split it. Look like, is that Leighton Robertson in the ball game? Slot to the left side. Wing back, they're going to throw the quick one out here to Austin. He goes ground, almost lost it, and he's going to be down about the 41, maybe the 42-yard line. So a pickup of 4. We'll see how they spot it. They are going to give him about 4. It's our first completion. And we never did get a ruling on whether the clock was stopped by the incomplete pass or what. Jackson Young comes towards us. Austin in the slot over here. 1 man to the top of your screen. Wing back right. Reed in the backfield, the handoff. He comes straight up, and boy, it looked like the old-fashioned blast play right there. He just didn't have a lead blocker. He gets across the 45 down to about the 46, so a pickup of 4 adds to his total. He had 70 yards in the first half. It's going to be 3rd, though. 3rd down, and could be a long 2. Short 3. Young to this side. 2 receivers to the far side. They're going to try again. The running back, and it's a 1st down and more. This is Reed. Reed making people miss. He's across the 40, the 30, 25, and down to about the 21-yard line. So about a 34-yard pickup and a Chuck Hutton 1st down. That's 10 first downs. And they say it's actually the 18. So 35-yard pickup. That young man adds to his total. Over 100 yards unofficially. 1st and 10 on the 18 of Lexington. They go back to the running. This time, great penetration. And we'll lose some yardage, we being the Hornets. We'll watch the replay and see if we can give credit. You watch it, 2 men get great penetration. We missed a block in there. That may have been number 11, Vega. Not 100% sure, senior. And a loss of 2 yards that time. So it's 2nd down. They've got 2nd and 14. I've got 2nd and 12 or 2nd and 13. There's a little swing pass, but there is somebody out there to meet him at the 25. He'll get back to the 24, but a loss of 2 on that swing pass. So we have 2 completions, but unfortunately we are going backwards a little bit, and it's going to bring up about 3rd and 15. Leighton Robinson in at quarterback. Jackson Young comes to this side. Looks like Dre Scott going to the right side. Austin will be in the slot. Beaver goes out there, so it's trips right. Reed in the backfield. Lexington's going to bring more than 4 this time. Robertson takes off up the middle, across the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 12. I thought he was going to make the 10. Let's see where they spot it. They did spot it. He got just inside the 10, so a 13-yard pickup and another 1st down from Chuck Hutton for the Hornets. Let's see how they spot it. It'll be 1st. Now they're going to back it up a little bit. Block in the back. Nice gain, not wiped out, but it brings it back, and it's not a first down, so I'll have to take that one off my books. It's going to make it 3rd and about 14. Ball is on the 21-yard line with the wide side of the field to the right. Scott goes there. Austin is going there. Young, they're playing press coverage on him. They'll send 3. Now we send a trips man, so there's 2 guys off the line, 1 on the line. Layton wants to throw it, incomplete. Good coverage by Lexington, bringing up 4th down. We're going to officially call, or unofficially call it, 2 for 4 passing for Robertson. We're going to guess that they call that an incomplete pass a while ago. You never know. Like I said, like the old Cool Hand Luke movie, failure to communicate even with signals and stuff properly, and now they're backing it up again. No, now it's put down wide side. This one is going to be a 40-something yard field goal. Let's see what it is. Or a 30-yard one. Kick is up. Is it good? The officials say it is good. From 38 yards at the 8:28 mark. It was plunked down on the 28. It may be the 29, but it was in between them. And the field goal is good, and that's an important to put points on the board. It's 10-0. Let's take a short time out. We'll be back after this.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
We are back as Max McGowan prepares to kick off. Let's see if we directional kick and try to shorten their return. They only send 1 man back. They've got a couple up on the 25-yard line, a couple on the 30. This one is going to be fielded at about the 32. Good coverage and to knock the receiver, number 5, Pearson, who's very quick out of bounds, although he did get good field position for the Tigers of Lexington. Of course, our athletic director, we appreciate Terry Clement's help. Didn't get to tell you, our great athletic director is Mark Dunn. Mark Dunn and Terry Clement, 2 of the fine athletic directors, educators around, and the ball, is, they said he stepped out at the 40, be on the right hash mark. Our principal, of course, Brother Phil Rogers, and the principal is Brandon Rainey over at Lexington. Our 2 head coaches very familiar with each other. Both went to UTM. Slot right, single a running back in the backfield. Looks like it's Arnold. They fake to Arnold. They want to light it up. Pritchard's got a man out there. It's short, and we played it pretty good if he throws it a little deeper. And that was good coverage by Dre Scott on the short thrown ball. Four for 8 passing now for Pritchard. Marion Arnold in the backfield with him. The H-back shifts to the left side of the formation. They're going to run it. We had him. His forward motion, though, he had good body lean. Will get him a couple of tough yards, maybe even 3. He only got 2 out of it. That young man, Arnold, is capable of breaking at any time. Jacob Davis comes to the right. There's a slot left. Sprinting left is Pritchard, wants to throw off the run. And that time playing the part of the unlicensed chiropractor or trying to burp somebody was one of our defensive backs, and we want you to watch this replay. Wow. That was Dre Scott, the freshman, playing, and he may be an unlicensed chiropractor. It's 4th down and 8. Punt receive team comes on. Cade Beaver will go deep. He'll set up somewhere around his 25, maybe a little in front of it. Now remember, their punter, Jacob Davis, if that is him, I haven't seen his number, he can throw the football, so we got to play a little defense. Remember, he started to go forward, but gets a nice kickoff. It bounces. Beaver's going to field it off the bounce. He's at the 25, and there's going to be a very nice tackle. And the ground cannot cause a fumble. If they say that's a fumble, good call by the official. Very excellent officiating. The ground cannot cause that fumble. He was down anyway. So basically a 1-yard return. Ball will be spotted closer to the left hash marks, wide side of the field to our right. Ball's on the 26. Hornets would like to put some more points on the board, leading 10-0. We'll see who comes out. That'll tell you what we're running. I see Austin coming out, Jackson Young coming out. Also, Kason Coggins, the sophomore, who can also play quarterback, but he's in the slot. To Robertson. A little hesitation step. The running back comes forward, and he'll get some tough yardage. There was a man in the hole then, and with one of his fellows waiting to help him. You'll see the replay here. Reed gets it, a little counter step. Gain of approximately 3 yards. Unofficially, 110 yards for Reed. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 29. Wide side with the slot to the right, and they're going to bring somebody off the edge. They'll shift Beaver over here. Maybe he'll chip block that guy. They shift a hole, thinking they're going to run it. That time they got excellent penetration, and Reed got tackled in the backfield. We did not get anybody blocked. They got through the gaps, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long. Lost about 1.5 yards. Brings up 3rd down and about 8. Reed still in the backfield, trips right. That's 3 receivers. 3 down linemen, a stand-up linebacker has walked up on the line. Linebackers seem to be on their toes. Whether they rush or not, they're going to play run first, pass second. We throw the screen, but it got sniffed out pretty good. And we'll lose a couple of yards on that one. And it'll be a punting situation. The last one was a low liner. Let's see if Lexington chooses to come after this one. Loss of 2. It's 4th down. 4th and about 8.5. Jackson Young in to punt. 1 man back. We send a man in motion. They're going to rush too hard inside. Let's see if the guy off the edge comes off. He's going to play the rugby punter style. Nice kick away from Davis. It'll hit, roll, but it was dying and good pickup. And that may have been Sebastian Brady that was wise enough to pick it up. Good field position for Lexington at about the 37.5-yard line. We'll see if it's the 30. I believe it's the 37. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 37, trailing 10-0. 5:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. A lot of football still to be played. Both teams have men capable of breaking it. Lexington's blessed with a lot of speed, and they bring some of that speed to this side. Trips right. I didn't think they were set, but there's no call. Almost picked off. It was a bullet. Cade Beaver, it was low enough, though. Cade did the best he could to pick that one off. And to be honest with you, if you go back and watch the replay and see it from the start, I'm not so sure there wasn't a little movement. 10 passes thrown, and I think, and we'll count it up, 4 for 10 passing. It's 2nd and 10 from the 37. Trips right. We bring somebody off the edge. Here's Gab, but they've got a great screen set up, and we did not make the tackle. This young man, only one man has a chance at stopping the receiver, and Lexington has scored on a middle screen of 63 yards on a screen. But hold on, as Quick Draw McGraw would say. There is a holding penalty, and I may have wasted a space, but this one is coming all the way back. There looked like there was one. And it wasn't necessary, and that's going to take a fine run away from L.A. Pearson. Great run by him. The penalty, though, will back it up. I believe that's only Lexington's third penalty. And let's see where they put the stake down. It should be about third or second and 15. Down will go over, be second and 15. Great play. They'll come back and use that one again. We had a chance to tackle him, but we reached and we got to give that little extra. We shift, bringing the linebackers up the middle. They want to throw, look in, and good defense again, and it was tough. But when you lock their hands up, it was intended for Davis. Good coverage, as you'll see on this. They've now thrown 11, and that's good coverage, no matter what anyone wants to say. Lexington waiting for the play to be signaled in. 3rd and 15. Pearson and Smith, we know to this side, and again, it looks awful funny. He cuts it back in. That wasn't a true middle screen, but it's going to be short of the first down as they tackle the runner, Pearson, at about the 44. Pickup of 7. It's going to be 4th down. Lexington's going to go for it. Don't jump offside. And that was actually more of a side screen. They cut it back to the blocking in the middle. We got to get somebody that is responsible for watching for the screen. Slot right. Receiver to the left with the H-back right now to the right. It is 4th and 5, so we don't want to jump. 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Now 4 down linemen. And the whistles blow. Time may be delay a game, or did somebody call a timeout? Looks like there's going to be a Lexington timeout. With that, we'll take a timeout with the Hornets leading 10-0.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
We are back. It's 4th and 5. Lexington appears to be going for it. They've had some success with their screen passes to the wideout Pearson, who's just a 10th grader, and they're going to go slot right. The H-back has moved out to more of a wing spot. Sprinting right is the quarterback, Pritchard. He shoots one downfield. It's incomplete, and the Hornets will get the football on downs. And it is 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Very interesting. Nice constructed play, but did not make contact. We had a lot of men in pass coverage. Reed's coming out. Looks like Carter Grotman is coming out. Jeter, we're going back when Yod is in there. We're going to go back to power football. This is almost single wing football here. They brought extra men up to within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Here's Jeter cutting and getting across the 40 down to about the 37, maybe the 38. From his own 44. Nice blocking by that forward wall. and good hard running by Tyshawn Jeter. He gets 5 on the carry, getting his total up to 6 carries, 25 yards unofficially. It's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 38. Reed and Jeter in the backfield. Snap. That time Reed got it, nothing, and the little man made what he could out of nothing. They got good penetration. They brought everybody but probably 3 people towards the line of scrimmage. No gain, and that's the 21st carry by Reed. It's going to bring up a 3rd and a very important 5 yards. We are out of field goal range because it would be like a 48 or 49-yard field goal. We're going to stay with the single wing, or if you prefer, the Wildcat, but it's really more single wing type from the old days. Here's Jeter, shot out of there like a cannon, breaking back across the 30, down to the 25, and a 13-yard pickup and another Chuck Hutton first down for the Hornets. Wow, exciting. They say the 24, so I owe him a yard. We'll make it 39 yards that he's gained. Quickly back, is this Austin and the tailback spot? It is. He's looking for a hole, found a couple of tough yards, and Austin has already broke one tonight. The football is loose, and I think Lexington has fallen on it. The bean bags are down, and I'm almost sure Lexington has it unless we are great wrestlers. And Lexington did stop a nice drive. And they had a fumble recovery. I do not know who recovered it, and I didn't get a chance to see the replay. After deal with stats. Now it's back on the defense of the Hornets. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 1st and 10 on the 20, closer to the left hash marks for Lexington. 17 on the play clock. They'll come straight to the line of scrimmage and line up. It's like Jeter playing almost a one high safety. I'm sure we're probably in man coverage now. They go back to their power, and we'll have to adjust our formation. 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker up there. They're going to run a play, and somebody got good penetration. Let's see. And that is Gadd. Gadd with good penetration. Going to hold it to a 1-yard gain. Pearson, the speedster, is out here by himself. He'll be guarded by the senior, Sebastian Brady. We've got now one of our safeties moving up. They go over the C gap or try to go outside. Not bad defense by the Hornets then. I know they'd like to stop them a little soon. That may have been Scott on the tackle. That's what it looked like. A pickup of about 4. 8 carries, unofficially 29 yards. We shift our personnel. They don't give us much time, and they don't have to because they didn't bring anybody in. Arnold in the backfield along with Pritchard on 3rd and 6. We've got 4 down linemen, stand-up linebacker. Our linebackers have stepped up a step, but not showing where they're coming or not. They're in just good football position. The inside handoff flip. It's actually a pass, and it's going to be tackled at the 30, the running back. Gain of 6. They needed 6, but I think it may be short by a half yard. They'll go for it. They said it is a first down, so it is a Chuck Hutton first down, the 5th one for the Lexington Tigers. Thought it might have been a half yard short. Nice play. And it's an incomplete pass if it falls. So 1st and 10. Again, trying the left side is Lexington, and that looked like one man there, Nathan McCaig. And a loss of about a yard. 2nd and 11 as time runs out at the end of 3 quarters. When we come back, there will be 12 minutes to play on the South Gibson and Worthy Road Studios network.
For nearly 2 decades, April Dunning has called Medina home, working as both a substitute teacher and special education assistant. While volunteering to make the community stronger, she has addressed the stray dog dilemma, improved city ordinances, and supported local events like the fireworks and Christmas parade. Now, she's ready to serve as city alderman. On Election Day, vote for April Dunning, a leader with heart and dedication. Paid for by friends of April Dunning.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
We are back to start the 4th quarter. South Gibson leads 10-0 in an important region game. I want to say what a great job our cheerleaders do. I am going to have to go to some of my paperwork. We'll let you know who those young ladies are. We'll give a picture of it. The fake, they're going to throw the long bomb. It's about 5 yards too far, but we had coverage back there. I want to say that was Sebastian Brady back there on the coverage. Let's see. Watch the fake. The linebackers did come up to fill. Single coverage. It was overthrown, but we were running Brady with step for step. It's incomplete. That's the 14th pass thrown by Lexington. Back when Brian Hollingsworth was there, you never would have seen 14 passes a game. They come out with Pearson and Smith to the left. It's trips there, one single receiver, one man in the backfield along with Pritchard. We loosen our secondary up. Looks like we got man coverage here with maybe a safety help. Pritchard wants to shoot one down the field. And if I think he got it. Let's see what the official says. Yes, it's an interception. Let's watch that one again. We've taken the ball over. Watch this. Just slightly, and it bounces off. Great job, and that is the freshman, Dre Scott, with the INT. That came at the 11:45 mark. Good field position for the Hornets. They'll be in Lexington territory at the 46 with the wide side to the left. Play clock has been wound 23 seconds because they put it after that. They put it at 25, which is the proper thing to do. See, there's some fresh people. See Reed coming out. Tight formation. Looks like a nasty slot, so to speak, to left. Throwing the football, and now they intercept. And that looked like 8. Cameron Smith, and he's a good runner. So we'll see what happened on that one. That was Coggins, the left-hander, threw one. INT, so he's 0 for 1. So we just swap positions, and Lexington gets it back at their own 42. And that puts the defense back out on the field. See Jack Smith, who's done a good job playing some defense too, coming off, get a little rest. McCaig hustling out there as I think we are player short. And here comes Carter Grotman, who can play linebacker also. Scott with coverage on Pearson. That ought to be a good match. Let's see if they run the post. And this one overthrown. I think they could have come back over here to Pearson, but it's incomplete. '15th pass of the night. Cameron Smith, you got 2 sophomores over here, Pearson and Smith. The H-back to this side of the field, to the left of the formation. They send the man in motion line back up in. They're going to run it, and there's a hole that if he had stayed outside instead of cutting inside, he could have driven a Mack truck through there. But from the 42 down to about the 47, 5-yard gain. Smith and Pearson will come to this side. Looks like Davis to the far side. Let's see if they go empty set. A lot will depend on where they want to position Arnold. 20 seconds and counting on the play clock. They're going to go empty set again with the H back in there to give protection. Now they reshift and set. Arnold's in the backfield. They want to fake the running play. They got a man on a fly. And looks like we're going to come up with the interception. We're swapping interceptions. And that looks like the senior showing senior leadership. Sebastian Brady with the INT. I wonder if he hollered Oski. That's what General Neyland used to do. And the Hornets have held. It's 10:40 to go in this contest. And they have a 10-0 lead. Great interception, great coverage. Let's see what the offensive staff have got up their sleeve. They'll receive the football on about the 21-yard line. See Jeter coming out. Reed is out there. Gadd is in at a blocking back position. More of a nasty slot than it is a single wing. Jeter's coming, but they clogged this one up, and, man, they had a handful of jersey, which is legal. And we'll watch the replay. .53 was one of their men, but that's not the only one that had him. That was Micah Hughley. Gain of a half yard. There's an injured Tiger on the field, and we definitely don't like seeing any player injured. Jeter's got 8 carries and 40 yards on the night. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And they help the young man up, and I don't like it. He can't put weight on it, but that's the proper thing to do to keep him from, and that, I believe, is Aiden Seaton. Tough tight end and linebacker. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9, ball approximately the 21. 25 seconds will be on the play clock. Lexington is going with 3 down linemen, 2 ends are coming, and a linebacker. Little inside handoff there across to the 30, the 35, and down to about the 45. Running that football with authority is Nathan Wallace. It's a Chuck Hutton first down for the Hornets, and that's a big first down. And it's at the 45. 24-yard pickup and a first down. Great job by Wallace. Gropman in there. Beaver has come back into the ball game. I see Jeter out there. Reed is out there. And we've used a lot of kids just on it. And you've got a stand-up end, but he's tight, and that makes that guy what used to be called a nasty slot with a blocking back. Pull the guards, just keeping the football and going straight ahead for 3, maybe 4 tough yards would be Reed. Reed over 100 yards unofficially. We'll give you some totals. Clock running. Looks like 2nd and about 6. Ball on the 49. Wide side of the field to the right of the Hornet formation where they have the slot. I like to call it nasty slot, a lot like what Southside ran at one time years ago under Bobby Wilson. Snap. Here they come. Here we come. Jeter spinning. He's not going to have the first down, but he's going to have about 3, maybe 4 significant yards. Let's see where they place it. Actually, he's only going to wind up with about 3, I guess, of those. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Ball's going to be put down at about the 47-yard line. Jeter comes off a little gingerly. We don't need that young man hurt. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Matthew Austin, the junior, in there with Reed. The snap will go to Reed. Reed following Austin, trying to cut up. He's got the first down and more. Gets across the 45. down to about the 42 of Lexington. And that's another Chuck Hutton first down for the Hornets. It's 1st and 10. Beaver comes out. Nathan Wallace, who had a great run a minute ago, back in there. 1st and 10 from about the 42. .8:21 in counting. We're in the 4th quarter. Wide side to the right. A little looser on the formation. They get penetration, but knocking people around and getting thrown back. Got down to about the 38-yard line. That looked like Austin running the football. Was that him or was it? We'll pick it up. It was. It was Matthew Austin. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. He's got 50 yards on the night unofficially. May have a couple of more than that. Power of the formations to the left of our formation. Lexington is countered by bringing an extra man over there. Here's Reed cutting it back. He's going to get held up short of the 35-yard line. Let's see where they say his forward progress is marked. Going to get about 2 on that one. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And that's a short 4, long 3, but it's closer to the 4, so we'll call it 4. Still in 4-down territory. Strong right, the Hornets are. That one not handled cleanly, but look at that hole opened up and running with abandon. Man, oh man. Austin running with abandon on that one. Down to about the 22. Another first down. Austin being a workhorse right here. 65 yards unofficially and 6 carries. That's pretty nifty average. Of course, that one long touchdown run helped quite a bit. Slot right, out of the spread. Inside handoff to the wingback, cutting back across the grain. He could go all the way. What do you have? Touchdown, South Gibson, 22 yards, and that was Nathan Wallace. They had the flow going the other way. He found the hole. What a great watch it. Nathan Wallace on the Chuck Hutton replay, 22 yards. All important extra point coming up here, 16-0, but you want this extra point. You want it badly. Got a different holder this time. Kick is up. It looks good. It is good, and it is 17-0. The Hornets have taken the lead. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios network with the Hornets leading 17-0.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
Back with the Hornets leading 17-0 over Lexington. Let's look, there's our wonderful cheerleaders, and I will get them mentioned. They do such a good job. Their sponsor, they work so hard, and we, like I said, a little internet problem, didn't get the complete roster, but I think I have gotten one. We're ready for kickoff again. Ball teed up, equidistance from the hash marks on the 40. Lexington's going to send 2 men, one at the 20 now, and the other one is back, the man on the 20 coming up. They're playing for a directional kick. We stack it up, and we'll break out of it. This one, line driver, and this one could go all the way to the end zone. They touch it, and now they got to return it, but we got to stay in our lanes. And we did, and the ball is going to be somewhere around the 5 or 6 yard line. they left the middle open, always have somebody that's responsible for the middle of the field on the kickoff. And I know Coach Carr will holler and scream, not loudly, but he'll get his point across to his return people. Nice kick, though. Don't like this. Tayshawn Jeter is limping more than I would like, and as an old coach, and Coach Johnson's so careful with these young men. He doesn't want to get anybody hurt. Ball is officially marked on the 6-yard line, 94 yards away from pay dirt. This is a 3-score game. That's the reason this was important. If we don't make the extra point, you could score 2 touchdowns and go for 2 points twice, and you could tie the game up. This extra point makes it a 3-score game. Pritchard gets the snap a little high, but gives off to his running back. We hem him in, but great yardage, and that was an excellent effort by their running back. Good deal by the Hornets to recover. And Arnold will pick up about 6.5, maybe even 7. We'll see what unfolds here. He's got 41 yards unofficially on the night. It'll be 2nd down. It's about 4, so he did get what I thought he got. They fake they want to throw out here, and it's overthrown. And I'm going to tell you what, maybe we need to put Sebastian Brady on the basketball team. For a little man, he got up here. Watch Brady. Ball sailed on the quarterback. And that looks like 17. That may be McKnight. I don't know. I'll have to check and see if that's 15 or 17 in the ball game. I know Davis is flanking out. 15, Pritchard is usually their quarterback, Jonathan Pritchard. That looked like a 7 on him. And, let's see, it's 17. I was right. He's going to keep the football and gets the first down, and a good job of running by number 17, D.Q. McKnight, who's a sophomore. That's a Chuck Hutton first down for the Lexington Tigers. Quarterback yardage there is 1st and 10, 19-yard line, 5:07 and counting. Slot with a man in motion to the slot on the left. They want to throw that screen, and Pearson is so dangerous. Look at the defense by the Hornets. Beaver was there. Grobman was there. There were a couple of other young men. Let's see if we can identify them. Dre Scott was there. Dre Scott got the initial hit, and then, man that's been busy, Matthew Austin with another hit. Pass complete for a loss of 1 yard. Let's see what happens in this situation. Is this Chappell coming? No, this is actually Davis coming out here. He's strong, got some speed. Go back with a back in the backfield. Arnold, a blocking back, is going to go in motion. They're going to get him into the pass route. They're just throwing it up in the air. And I'm going to tell you what, that time we had pretty decent coverage. The pass was short and complete and came down to Smith. Good pickup there on that pass. It's another first down for the Tigers. A Chuck Hutton first down. Clock arrested at 4:03. It should be wound, though, unless they fake the running play. No, they gave, and we did not do a good job of filling the holes, and it'll be at least an 11-yard pickup, maybe more, and another Chuck Hutton first down for the Tigers. And it looks like that the Tigers want a timeout. Their second one, unofficially. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back on the South Gibson Network.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
We are back with 3:53 left, 3 minutes 53 seconds. An eternity for the Hornets as they are holding on. They want to keep them out of the end zone because I would bet money that if Lexington reaches the end zone, you will see an onside kick of some type. Lexington brings Scott out here to the bottom of your screen or to the left of his formation. They've got a reverse type play. Oh, it's a flea flicker. And they're going to crank the javelin up and throw it deep. And they've got a man, and it went in and out of his hands. He may have been out of bounds anyway. So Derek Carr going to the playbook, and that's called a flea flicker. Watch it. Handoff. There's another handoff. There's the toss back. What they're trying to do is, and they did, they got our defensive backs out of position, but it was incomplete. So that brings up 2nd and 10 from the 43 of the South Gibson Hornets. Slot left. H-back to the left. They're passing. It's going to be that screen that we feared to Pearson a while ago. They run it to Smith. We do a good job of defending that. Got to have a man watching for that all the time. Grotman, one of the guys, but there's some other help. Let's look and see if we can pick it up. Gadd recognized it, but too late. Reed tried to get there, and it looked like Grotman, but I could not pick up the other number. So a 3-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 7, ball on the 40. We're having a little confusion getting our 4 down linemen straightened out. They fake, they sprint. We got pressure on. He escapes the pressure. The quarterback did. He's running. He's going to run out, and it looked like he may have run out short of the 1st down mark. I don't know if they didn't stretch the chain right or what. We'll check and see. But that was the quarterback, McKnight. It's going to bring up, and then where they say he went out of bounds, it's going to be 4th and 1. Boy, we had such a great goal line stand. Clock arrested because it's out of bounds. The only clock to worry about for Lexington is the play clock, which is down to 14, but they've got the play signaled in. Now, again, we're got to get organized quicker to play defense. We're going to bring a linebacker this time. Sprinting left, wanting to pass, throwing it up in the air, and it's out of bounds. Even if it had been caught, it would have been no good, and the ball goes over, I believe, on downs. Yes, I always hold my breath a little bit after the communications situation in the first half. You don't want to jump the gun. Unofficially, quarterback has thrown, I've got him for 20 passes. We'll figure his completions up. I'm using a different style scoring. I had to switch over. When the internet went down, I lost my electronic stats that I was using. Was working well for a while. And we're pretty close, maybe off a few yards on everybody. 2:52 to go in this contest, an important region game. The winner of this game goes to 2-1 in the region. They keep pace. The Hornets would like Lexington next week to take care of the Eagles. We have got the Indians coming for another hard victory, and you got to watch their man, Devontae Spencer. All but one guy within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, running hard, trying to get outside from the 35 down to about the 38. One of our young men. And I don't think I've got the right number. And that may be from the freshman roster. We will see. That number is not on my roster. 2 men in the backfield. 2 blockers. A little wider split by the left end. which makes it almost, except for Southside ran under center, this same formation years ago. And that's going to be a gain of about 2, but the fumble, and South Gibson appears to have recovered it. Here's the replay. Snap to Austin. Let's see where it's placed. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5. Everybody but probably 3 people are coming. So 8 are fixing to rush this one. Almost the linebacker's weight is on their toes, and then one of them is already leaning. Here goes, and something went wrong in there, and it's probably going to be, yes, a procedure penalty. In other words, a false start. It's going to cost the Hornets, and they had played relatively penalty-free football. I think that's only their 3rd penalty. Now that makes it a little worse situation. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10, and you're wanting to keep possession. 1:22 to go. You want to stay in bounds, keep the clock running. Looks like Kason Coggins is in there at quarterback. He'll have one running back in there with him. The inside handoff to one of the slot people, breaking down the field and getting good yardage from his 35 down to about the 45. So a 20-yard pickup. Let's see. I see 20-yard pickup. And another Chuck Hutton first down. I've got it as the 14th one. Now, the referee walking in. Let's see if the play clock not stopped. They've got the senior for experience out there, Jaden Reed, who is also a linebacker. And we took the loss. Coming into the ball game is 15, Matthew Howell. Stepping up, and that, unless they want to stop it, that is going to be the last play of the ball game. And the happy final for Hornet fans: South Gibson 17, Lexington nothing. And this was a good Lexington ball club that played hard all night. You'll see the good sportsmanship, but it's 17-0, the final. We'll try to get you some unofficial stats, as the electronic stats were wiped out, and we've got you some paper stats, which may be better. Good effort. Less turnovers. We had some turnovers. We had some penalties. You can see the future, 2 young teams out here that are going to be powers over the next couple of years in this fine region. Region win, the Hornets go to 2-1, which is the important stat in the region. Lexington falls to 1-2. Let's take a time out here on the South Gibson High and Worthy Road Studios Network.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Hello, Medina friends and family. I'm Sammy Gilly, and I am your candidate for mayor of Medina. I am a conservative Christian with a proven track record as a leader. I've worked in public service in West Tennessee and Medina for 20 years. In those 20 years, I have gained the knowledge and relationships needed to be the leader a growing city like Medina needs. Through a community-oriented leadership model, I plan to bring the best out of Medina by showcasing community events that are family-friendly and promote local businesses. I have a proven record as an effective leader in public safety and will make sure Medina stays the best and safest city to live in West Tennessee. I humbly ask for your vote this November. For more information or to contact me, visit my Facebook page, Sammy Gilly for Medina Mayor 2024.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
For nearly 2 decades, April Dunning has called Medina home, working as both a substitute teacher and special education assistant. While volunteering to make the community stronger, she has addressed the stray dog dilemma, improved city ordinances, and supported local events like the fireworks and Christmas parade. Now, she's ready to serve as city alderman. On Election Day, vote for April Dunning, a leader with heart and dedication. Paid for by friends of April Dunning.
And a great win in region play for the Hornets, who go to 2-1, and that's what's important in the region. I know a lot of people worry about overall. It's the region that gets you places. And South Gibson's record improves to 4-4. Lexington goes to 1-2, and they've got a good ball club. They're going to lose some good seniors at the end of this season, but they've got some great young talent coming back. And hopefully my stats, after having to try to recover what you could from the electronic media as far as iPads and things like that, but as a backup I have the paper. They may not be as accurate, but Lexington goes to 3-5, counting the forfeit that the TSSAA is just calling no contest, but making Manassas pay the money for not showing up for that contest. 1-2 in the region. Unofficially, Lexington had 8 first downs. They had 20 yards in penalties. It looks like Marion Arnold gained 51 yards on 12 carries. McEarl 19, and those were the big ball carries. 24 carries for 98 yards for Lexington. They used a couple of quarterbacks, especially Jonathan Pritchard, and then they brought in a young man, DQ McKnight, or at least that's the number we have on our roster. They were 7 for 20 passing, 50 yards, 2 interceptions. They, of course, they were shut out, so they didn't have any score, and that shows a good defensive effort by the Hornets. Now, Lexington hit hard, ran hard. They got some speed. They had a touchdown brought back by the holding penalty. South Gibson's case, 14 first downs unofficially, 25 yards in penalties. Reed, unofficially, 23 carries for 115. And Austin, of course, had that big touchdown run. And we're going to see some replays and action here in a moment, so don't leave us. 49 for 268 on the ground, if my stats are right. Time of possession, if we kept it, would have been in favor of the South Gibson Hornets. Passing as a team, because Coggins played quarterback some, Robertson was in there some. We went with the old single wing Wildcat. 4 for 6, but not for much yardage, only a couple of yards because we got caught for some losses after we had 1 interception. Let's look at the replays that we've got, and we'll get those, and then I'll recap the scoring and want to compliment this crew. They fought through internet interruption and did a great job tonight. And here we go with the replays. And this one is right up the middle. Good job by Leighton Robertson. This will be Lexington's sprint out pass. And the great interception. Folks, that Dre Scott, you talk about tip drills and all that stuff. Lexington's that's our quarterback, Coggins, sprinting out, but he got his pass picked off by Cameron Smith. Smith ran out of bounds so he wouldn't fumble. Here we go. The inside handoff right there, motoring, and he could have run all the way to Madison County's county seat. And that was a fine young man who is Nathan Wallace. Here's another great run. And is that Nathan? It looks like him. We'd have to check it. The number kind of rumbled up. Wallace and Austin came on, had good games. So did Jeter and Reed at the running back. Very quickly, first touchdown was scored by Matthew Austin in the first quarter at the 5-minute, 13-second mark, 7-0 after the extra point was added. In the third quarter, at the 8:36 mark, if I wrote it down right, that's the reason I like my iPad, 38-yard field goal by Max McGowan, 10-0. And in the fourth quarter, and this is what happens when you don't type it in on an iPad, I left the timeout, but Nathan Wallace with a 22-yard run. And that pretty well ended the ball game. The extra point, remember, was important because it's 16-0, you can catch them with 2 scores. It's 17-0, you need 3 scores, and time was not on the side of the Lexington Tigers. We had a fumble recoveries in the game, one by Lexington and one by Brady and Brady and Scott had interceptions for the Hornets. A great overall effort here at South Gibson tonight. Band performed well. the wonderful cheerleaders, and I am going to do something. They work so hard. Their names need to be called. And Avery Bridger, these are seniors. Westland Smith, Aubrey Bomar, Ava Grace Thomas, Kayla Garner, Elizabeth Kirkbride, juniors Anna Christie, Abby Blankenship, Kate Hicks, sophomores Briley Dodd, Carly Carter, Addison Lynch, Amy Chapman, Marielle Bryant, Kaylee Perry, Josie Buck, Gracie Bingham, Caroline Cunningham, Ella Pennington. Those are the ones that I had on a Post-it note in my phone. And like I said, the roster by their fine cheerleader sponsors being sent to me, but got lost in the internet a little bit there. And we love them here. And we want to thank Terry Clement and the staff at Lexington High School, their fine AD, and Derek Carr and his group. And of course, our head coach, Ben Johnson, his fine coaches. Mark Dunn, who, like Terry Clement, the two of the finest gentlemen I know in sports, two of the hardest working. And, of course, our administration here, and Brother Phil Rogers, our principal. And what a great job that everybody did. Other than some communication problem, it went from 7 seconds to back to 14. It must have been a clock problem, but communication in this world is so important, not just in football games. Communication is important in all areas of business, life, government, etc. like that. And now you get to see a great crew. Our executive producer is the one and only Paul Schulze. The director, and if I didn't already have a son and a daughter, I'd probably take him home and make him my son, Christopher Reasons. Main camera, Walker Droke. What a job he did. Replay operator, we got a dandy in Braden Rowe. And the sideline operator, the one and only, the man with the plan, the tower of power who's too sweet to be sour, Billy Bolin. And the play-by-play by the old guy, Coach Joe Holloway. Hey, remember that this is a copyright broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. And I'll add a little note from the FCC. It's also illegal. And we're going to say thanks for your time. Till next time, we'll see you next Friday night on Hornet Football.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.